Hello guys. Linux on a Wii U. What is it about? I've seen a lot of people install Linux on a Wii U, but I do want to see how that's like with Adelie Linux with full multi-core support. Here I'm using Balena Etcher to flash it to a USB drive. My Wii U is already homebrewed with Aroma, so I can already boot into a .fw file as a bootloader for Linux. I also tried using ISFX hacks to partition the USB drive, but it uses a .fw file, and Linux also needs a .fw file on the root of the SD card, all that kind of jazz. So let's see if we can get a full desktop experience on the Wii U.
Alright, finally got into it. Oh crap! I forgot one thing. I forgot to put in the USB drive. Oh, I'm still booting anyway. What is it? Wonder what? Oh, okay. Alright, got the USB loaded and about to boot the Wii U. There you go. Adelie Linux. 3 CPUs here. Awesome. Time is off, but awesome. Alright, so the password Wii U. Okay. How about this? That's a long password here. Thank you. Alright, so as I can see here, there's nothing at the moment that's online. You can see that right there. So what I'm going to do is set up a network device, which is where my Wi-Fi 6 adapter comes in. Okay, so instead of actually trying the Wi-Fi 6 adapter working, unfortunately, I guess it won't work because this is like an older version of Linux. Linux 6.6, but at the same time, I've seen that it should work just fine. But apparently, it's not just showing up. So I'm gonna just use my phone. At the moment, we don't got network. I don't know why. This is odd because I am connected. It says connected, so should just work. Never mind, I guess it does work. All right, so we need to change the date. So here we go. Awesome. I'm gonna let it do its thing. For some reason, it shut down due to it not having enough space size, so I decided to go ahead and give it more through resizing the USB drive through KDE's partition manager, which I did on another Chromebook. So I'm gonna just let this do its thing again. Hopefully it's not gonna do the same exact thing it did before. So I guess apparently it's complaining about certificate verify failed. That's very unfortunate. Alright, so I added some arguments, aka just one argument, no check certificate, and it's upgrading packages just fine. Okay, so finally did his thing. However, I'm gonna take inspiration. I'm gonna add sudo. Oh, okay. Looks like I can't use the delete button. Anyway, I'm gonna add sudo exorg. So that should be straightforward, hopefully. And for, I guess, a desktop environment, I'm gonna go with LXQT. Even though I don't have a lot of familiarity with it, I don't know. Okay, so I guess I'm having issues trying to get Xorg to work properly. I did the more smarter thing and just did this anyway. And LXQT is just working. I can see the window decoration, but also at the same time I'm not seeing much. I forgot I also have to add the thing to the sudoers file. I don't really care. I forgot I can also use a mouse here, but it doesn't work at the moment. I don't know why. Oh, no, never mind. It does work. Hey, look at that. We got a Wii U to work. Big problem is that it's kind of too light. I cannot see what it's trying to say to me. But it says Espresso 3, which is 3 cores. I think that RAM says 2 gigabytes. Yeah, that's about it for now. I'll have to do more in the next day.
Alright, so new June update. So I've moved the Adelie Linux installation to another USB drive temporarily for now, and hopefully this will give me better drive speeds. Unfortunately, it's going to be limited by USB 2.0 bandwidth because the Wii U only has USB 2.0 at the moment, so I guess there's that. But hopefully performance will be better. I won't have to deal with the bottleneck of having a horrible USB drive. So let's see.
Okay, after a long time trying to fight with the capture card, trying to get it to work.
My capture card is refusing to work with the Wii U.
I finally got it to work. Here it is on the 128 gigabyte USB drive that performs better than the 8 gigabyte one. But I can tell very well this starts up a lot faster, so that's rarely one thing. That's really one thing. As you can see, that was fast. Faster than the 8 gigabyte USB drive. I think it was like, I don't know, $5 or something? I don't know the price of it. Here's one thing though. How about I start... What was it? I think I installed LXD on here. Okay, never mind. That's not... Okay, that was it. I just forgot how to boot into that. And this is gonna take a long time. So everything is booted. It's just, I don't know what it was doing for a second. It was not booting into desktop for some reason. Let me get a terminal up. I know KTerm works pretty fine. Neofetch. No, fast fetch. There we go. That's what it looks like right there. A mere 123 megabytes being used out of 2 gigabytes. And yeah, I've set a partition here for 6 gigabytes. Okay, if you can't tell, it just crashed on me. The Wii U gamepad shows when the thing crashes, which I think is pretty cool. Also, at the same time, pretty saddening. Okay, I heard Arctic Fox was one of the things you could run on this Wii U, so... Oh yeah, I can't forget that I haven't set it up for root yet, but I kind of don't feel like putting it in the source file. Okay, it's airing out. We have internet. We do not. This time I do have it enabled. I have USB tethering enabled on another phone, so this should just work now. Never mind. I forgot I need another parameter. It was no check certificate. I have no idea where it goes. Oh, it goes there. I'm gonna let it go for a bit, so...
20 minutes later.
Okay, Arctic Fox, and it should be that simple. Okay, StarX, Arctic Fox. Okay, no, it doesn't work like that. Okay, instead I'm going to go on my user account. Just hopefully this doesn't crash. Arctic Fox. And it crashed anyway. And yes, even when it crashed, it's doing this thing. I don't know what it's doing right now. I guess it's not that stable for the moment. Okay, here I'm going to APK add IceWM. No check certificate. Okay, I definitely put that there. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, S. It only takes like about a minute or so. Alright, awesome. Zec IceWM session. Again, this immediately doesn't work. I forgot. Oh, hey, that works. Nice. Now let's see if Arctic Fox properly works, which I'm expecting it to. Oh, I didn't even notice the wallpaper right here. We got Ubuntu, we got Alt Linux, we got a few other distros on here. OpenSUSE, ooh, Debian, my favorite. Got Red Hat, Slackware, Fedora, Arch, and Gentoo. Alright, so quick web browsing time. It's Firefox 42. Oh, that doesn't sound... This is because the time on here is set to another date in time in 1996, which isn't correct. It's also saying it's 11 p.m. I can tell because it's military time. This, I guess I'll have to set it to the correct date and time. Okay, there we go. I set it to the correct date and time. It was a little bit tedious for me to get doing, but I guess I have to restart Arctic Fox, don't I? Oh no, never mind. This works straight out the box. Nice. But it's not rendered right. And I can't click anything. Which means a tab button. Hello. Hey, at least the back button works. And the image. Let me see my YouTube page. No, this hasn't crashed on me just yet. I think it's just taking its time. Oh god. Continue. You can see that it's not really good at trying to render web pages. And plus, this is like a test for the Wii U trying to get on the internet. I know the Wii U already has a Give Me YouTube plugin that allows this to work on Aroma. I just want to see how it does. And it's rendering. I don't think it's rendering fine though. I think this is because this is a really old browser. Anyway, the thing's loading. Let me see. Oh my god, I don't even think it's working. I don't think it's doing anything. I do wonder, what is my browser? What is my browser? Let me see. Firefox 52.9 on Linux. Sounds about right. I do want to see how this thing can do somewhat modern web browsing. Now it's got like Firefox 52 according to the thing. How about Reddit? And I mean the old Reddit page, not the new Reddit page. It looks fine. Oh, I also noticed that my Wii U gamepad can also serve as a mouse pad, or actually a tablet. Pretty nice. The controller buttons do nothing though, but that's kind of to be expected. But I didn't expect them to have the touchscreen implemented already. Like, I can kind of see where I'm going with this. Let me see. It's not like a touchpad kind of thing where you have to tap it at a certain position just to get it working. I think I got it though. I also wanted to have a little fun out of this and play some Run 3 from Cool Map games. It's not working for now, so. And no, Invidious does not work. I'm trying to get to playing a video, but this page right here where it checks if I'm not a bot, and since this browser is way too old to know if I'm a bot or not, it doesn't work. So, I don't know, at least I can use Google now. Yeah, at least it worked. And we use internet browser, it doesn't work at all. So I'm kind of glad for this to work. I am also interested to see how Classic Cube also works on here. Okay, so I guess it's not gonna run for now.
Also, here's your HTML5 score if anybody's asking.
So, I guess that concludes today's video. I really don't know what to do with a web browser on PowerPC Wii U, but at the moment, I'm gonna just stop it here. I think I've got to a point where I can actually get a more modern web browser working under the Wii U than what was in there previously. I think it was NetFront, which also powers the PSP's browser, and I think it's pretty old, so I guess this could also be a use case for this, but Linux has a lot of other things too, which makes this project a lot more interesting. But this is what I'm going to end it here for now, so thank you guys for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you on another video. See ya!